Hello. Let's go ahead and get moving today. This video is to be done after you've done your neck warm-ups, which are in the other videos listed here. Thank you so much for being here and happy 2021. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful January. So let's go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Shoulders down, grounded down into the floor with your feet. Imagine your roots into the earth, steady, strong, secure, safe. Taking a few breaths. Take this time for any intention that you have for your practice. And ready, inhaling the hands up, reaching towards the sky, pulling all the oxygen into the lungs. Exhale, palms together, down into prayer. Holding prayer for a few breaths, you're pushing the palms together and pushing the palms into the sternum. So palms are pushing together, sternum into palms, palms into sternum. And relax that pressure. Keep your hands in prayer. Take a few breaths. Noticing the space of your heart center. See if you can feel your heart beating. And gently release the hands to your side. Wrist roll at the bottom. Inhale, pulling the oxygen into your lungs. Exhale, palms into the sternum again. Take a moment in prayer. Hands to the side, wrist roll. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, open the elbows to the side. Energy through the fingers, chest open, hips forward. Inhale, hands up by the ears. Exhale, down into chair. All the way down into your first forward fold. Go ahead and bend the left knee, bend the right knee. Saying hello, lower back, hello, hamstrings. And find your still point and take about 3 to 5 really nice breaths here. Your next inhale, come up to a flat back, belly button in, shoulders down away from ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Your head is the last thing up. Exhale, shoulders down, neutral. Inhale, reaching to the sky. Exhale, open the chest. Cactusing your arms, energy through your fingers, chest forward, hips forward. Make sure you aren't crunching your low back. Your next inhale, arms up by the ears. Exhale, bending the knees down through chair into your forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Your next inhale, come to a flat back. Length, stabilizing the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Exhale, standing neutral. Inhale, reaching, pulling the oxygen into your lungs. Exhale, cactus it open. Inhale, biceps by your ears. Exhale into chair. This version with the arms straight out, palms facing up, hips back. Make sure that you can see your toes. You can see them wiggling. Weight is in your heels. Belly button engaged in. And if you know Mula Bandha, the hold in the pelvic floor up into the lower abdomen, go ahead and apply that now. Long through your neck, shoulders away from ears, and hold. Your breath is even and smooth. Your next exhale, forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Your next inhale up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing up. Exhale, standing neutral. Inhale, hands up. Exhaling down into prayer. Palms pushing together. Chest into the palms, palms into the chest. Hands by your side. Noticing the space around the chest, around the heart area. Inhale, pull the sky into your lungs. As you reach up, one more cactus, opening the chest as you exhale. Inhaling, biceps by the ears. Bending the knees down through chair, exhaling into forward fold. Go ahead and plant your hands, bending the knees, walk or hop the feet back down into downward facing dog, your version today. Bending the left knee, the right knee, bringing the hips from left to right, whatever feels good as you settle in. And then planting your fingers into the ground, shoulders away from ears, belly button in, heels towards the floor. Breathing here. Tailbone lifting towards the sky, and long through your neck. Arms engaged. On your next inhale, coming forward into a plank. Holding here, hips down, shoulders away from ears. Middle back gently pulls towards the ceiling. Couple breaths. Energetically bring your hands towards your feet and your feet towards your hands, inviting a little shake. Thanking that little shake. Now on your next exhale, bending the elbows, gluing the elbows to the sides of your body. As you exhale, inhaling, upward facing dog, you flipped your feet under. Shoulders open, long through your neck, gently looking up. Feel free to look to one side, look to the other side. See if you can see your heels, if that feels safe for your back. And when you're ready, exhaling, bend the knees, engage your core, come back up into downward facing dog. Very gentle with yourself. Couple breaths here. Bending the knees, looking forward towards the hands, walk the feet up or hop them up. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing up. Exhale, neutral, shoulders down. Inhale, reaching the sky into your lungs. Exhale, down, hands together into forward fold through chair. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, planting the hands, walk the feet back. Your next inhale, come to a plank. Exhaling, bending the elbows. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Bending the knees, engaging your core. Downward facing dog, flip the toes back over. Now use the shoulder muscles and the spine muscles. Imagine like you're like a little snake through your spine, side to side, as you walk inch by inch the hands to meet the feet. Hips side to side. Gently notice your musculature, notice your spine. Your knees can bend as much as they need to. Forward fold at the back of your mat. Your next inhale, come up to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Exhale, shoulders down, away from your ears. Inhale, reach the hands up. Pull it all in. Exhale, palms together, down into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it forward this time. Same type of thing, bending the knees, bringing the hips side to side. Walk the hands into downward facing dog. Have some fun with it. And once you're there, feel free to bend the left knee, bend the right knee. You're a little bit more warm now. Settle into your stillness of your down dog. Tailbone towards the sky, shoulders away from ears. Pushing through the finger pads of your hands. Careful not to load into your wrists. That's why you want to engage and push into your finger pads. Heels towards the ground. Belly button in. Couple breaths. Your next inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, come down onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Whichever version is best for you. Hips down, shoulders away from ears, holding. Long through your neck. Imagine that space like a triangle from the middle of the space between your ears to your shoulders. A really nice long triangle. From the shoulder tips to that space between your ears. So shoulders away from ears. Good. Now very gently bring the knees to the ground. Come back up onto all fours. And then from here we'll do that ocean wave movement with your spine from cat to cow. So you'll curl down as you exhale. Moving your torso forward, vertebra at a time. Inhale, head up, tail up, shoulders down. Your tail starts to move your torso backwards like the ocean is pulling you back. And then you start to curl the other way, vertebra at a time, starting at the tail. Tail curls under. Low back moves up, mid back moves up, head is down, tail is down as you exhale everything. Slowly inhaling, torso forward, tail up, head up, and just keep this moving however it feels best in your body today. and then from here, go ahead and bring your spine into a C curve. Your head goes one way and your tail goes that same way. So side to side a little bit. Start introducing that movement, and then feel free to do some shoulder circles, rib cage circles, anything that feels right. Move, 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 move it out. Take time in the noticing. Noticing, never forcing, always feeling into the length of your spine. You don't want to be crunching, we want to be creating space. Good. Then find a neutral spine, shoulders away from ears, lifting the knees up slowly into plank. Holding here. Your next exhale, bring your tail up into downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Go ahead and walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Let your head be heavy. Your next inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing up. Exhale, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, reaching the sky into the lungs. Exhale, palms together, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Plant your hands and walk your feet back. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and use your glute muscles, lifting your right foot up and long behind you. Straight line from your heel through the hands. Long neck. Now what we're going to do is bring the knee towards the chest. Using your core muscles, curl it in. And hold on the exhale. Inhale, long behind you again. One more, exhale, curl it in towards your chest. Inhale, long behind you. And your next time, bringing that knee in, we're going to come into a lunge. You might want to spider tip your fingers. Bring the foot through. Good. Nice lunge here, space. Find your base. You can be on your fingertips or go ahead and come onto blocks here. Just slowly drop that back knee to the ground. Good. And then from here, what we're going to do is inhale forward, exhale back. So when we go back, we straighten that front leg as we exhale. And then as we inhale, we open the front of that left hip flexor. So just going back and forth with your breath. Experiment with that front foot being pointed when you straighten your leg or flexed. You'll notice a difference in how it opens the back of your leg. So about 3 more. And when you're back on that last time, go ahead and stay for about 3 breaths. Experimenting with external rotation and internal rotation, just gently through your hip. The right hip opening and closing. Wonderful. Your next inhale, come forward. Exhale, engage the core, lift that back knee. Find your base. Your next inhale, lift the torso up. Hands up, biceps by the ears. Long through your spine, long back leg. Bent knee, that front knee eventually making it to 90 degrees, holding here. Your gaze is forward at something that isn't moving. Your next exhale, come down, airplane arms, just have them back behind you, palms face down. Pinkies towards each other. Have your scapula muscles try to find each other, bones rather, your wings. Noticing that spinal stability through the mid-back, belly button engaged. Holding. Always breathing naturally. Your next exhale, come on down, hands to the blocks again. Good breath in. And what you're going to do is walk that front foot about 6 inches forward and then just straighten that front leg into a pyramid. Pyramid here, just resting the torso over that right leg. Couple breaths. Come up to a flat back from here. Walk that back foot back a little bit again. Bend the front knee. Go ahead and plant the fingertips on the ground. Use your core back into downward facing dog. Lifting that right leg if you want. Turn it in, turn it out. Bend the knee, open. Circles if that feels right. Circles for the hip joint. And back into downward facing dog. Settling in. Looking forward at the hands. Walking the feet to meet the hands or hopping. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Exhale, standing neutral. Inhale, reach it up. Pull it all into your lungs. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Planting your hands. Walk your feet back into downward facing dog again. Tail up, pushing into the finger pads, shoulders down away from ears, heels towards the ground. Couple breaths. Go ahead, lifting that left leg long. Length through that heel to the hands, like a straight line. And go ahead and bend the knee if you want. Circle the ankle, saying hello to the left leg. Then on this side, we're going to bend the knee, bringing it towards the chest, and exhale everything using your core. Inhaling, extending the leg long behind you, left leg long. Exhale, curl it in again. Inhale, long behind you. Exhale, bringing it through into a long lunge onto your fingertips or the blocks, finding your base. And then mindfully dropping that back heel to the ground, keeping the toes flipped under on the ground. Moving into that half split, oscillating with the breath, opening the front as you inhale. Exhaling, closing as you exhale. Again, experiment with that pointed foot or the flexed foot. Make it your own. About 4 times back and forth here, 4 breaths. When you're at your last breath, stay folded over that front leg, opening that hamstring, internal, external rotation of the left hip. Noticing how that opens the hamstring a little bit more. Your breath is smooth and relaxed. On your next inhale, come up into that long lunge. Good breath here. Plant that back foot, lifting the back heel, engaging from the core. Long through your spine. Your next inhale, come up into a lunge. Back heel lifted. Bent through that front leg. Try to keep this leg straight, but if you need to bend the back leg a little bit to soften the knee, which also helps soften the low back tissue, do that. Long through your spine, shoulders away from ears, biceps towards the ears. Couple breaths. Your next exhale, airplane arms, stabilizing your mid-back, your wings towards each other, palms face down. Imagine like you're a bullet or an arrow of love flying through the sky. Then from here, gently plant your fingertips on the ground or blocks. Walk that back foot up about 6 inches, straightening that front leg and bending the torso over it, melting into pyramid. Let your head be heavy. One more breath here. Into a flat back from pyramid. Exhale, bend the knees, walk the foot back a little bit into your lunge. Good breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground, lifting, or you can stay on the blocks, it's up to you, however you're comfortable. Lifting using your core back into your downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up, bending it out towards the right, opening that left hip. Feel free to do some hip circles. Both ways. And back into downward facing dog. Couple breaths. Your next inhale, come to a plank. Exhale, half push-up, chaturanga. You want to hug your elbows towards your rib cage here. Inhale up, opening the front. You flipped your toes. So you're on the tops of your toes now into the ground. Again, feel free to look over the shoulder side to side. Your breath is just relaxed. And then from here, gently drop your knees down, come into all fours, return to cat-cow for a few rounds. Go ahead, pushing your knees up, using your core, moving into your downward facing dog. Breathing is relaxed. Go ahead and walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Noticing the difference from a little more balance maybe. After all of that work, opening the backs of your legs. Your next inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up, vertebra at a time. Your head is the last thing up. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, reach the sky into your lungs. Palms together at the top. Exhale all the way down into forward fold. Let's take a good amount of time in this forward fold, calling upon your intention for your practice and letting it infuse every cell of your body. Noticing your breath from your tailbone up to the top of your head and back, like a circuit. Feel free to bring one hand to one elbow and the other hand to the other elbow. Letting yourself just hang. Feel free to look left, look right. Your breath is relaxed, not holding, it's smooth. Now coming back to that idea of our feet being rooted into the ground, imagine your roots all the way down into the earth, keeping you secure, strong, safe. Go ahead and bring your feet wide. Bending at the knees, your hips come back into a wide squat here, Malasana. Your hands come to the inside of your knees and then the palms together in front of your chest. So wherever you are, you are. If you're here or if you're here, it's wonderful. Gently engage the lower abdominals here, returning to that Mula Bandha. If you know it, it's that deep pelvic lock from the pelvic floor into the lower core of you. Holding for a few breaths. And since your hips are so close to the ground, if you need to bring your hands behind your seat, go ahead and put them on the ground and sit on down, right into boat. So we're not wasting time, we're not just chilling. Come into boat, engage your core, palms face up, find your balance, whatever you need to do, and then we are in boat. Navasana. Long through your neck, Belly button in if you can. I know it's kind of hard. Embracing the shape. Straightening the legs if you can. Go ahead, come up. Hug your knees, let your head rest down. And if you can, hug yourself into a little ball and let your cheeks rest on your knees. Breathing is relaxed. Wonderful. And then as slow as you can, go ahead and roll onto your back. Noticing each part of your spine making its way to the floor. Your head is the last thing onto the floor. And we'll go straight into bridge. So what you're going to do is bring your heels so that they're kind of close to your hips. You can touch them with your middle finger, ideally, if your hands are along the sides of your body. Feet are hips width distance apart. And then you're going to use your glutes to lift on up. Lift your hips up. Your glutes, your core, your quads. Space in the neck. The chest will come towards your chin. Energetically, actually, if you have a block, go ahead and grab the block and put it in between your legs. Long ways like this. Just to make sure that you are engaging inwards with your inner thighs. This helps support, balance out the hips. Hold for a few breaths. If you can, or if it feels right, interlace your hands and come up onto your shoulders a little more rotation, opening there. Hips up. Hold that block between the legs. If you don't have one, just make sure your knees aren't splaying out to the sides. You want them energetically coming towards each other. Now gently release, rolling down vertebra at a time. Upper back, mid back, lower. Wonderful. Block to the side. Go ahead and let your knees fall to the right as you exhale. Gently look to the left. As you inhale, the knees come to the center. Your head comes back to center. Inhale. Exhale, knees drop to the left. You look to the right. Inhale, knees come up to the middle. Head comes to the middle. One more. Drop the knees to the right. Head looks to the left as you exhale. Inhale, knees come up. Head comes to the middle. Exhale, knees drop to the left as you look to the right. Inhale, knees come up to the middle as you bring your head to the middle. Couple breaths here. Finding stillness, maybe let your knees knock in, your feet come a little wider than your hips. Let your psoas, your lower abdominals, rest and reset. Let your face soften a little bit. We're going to do a supported bridge now. So what you want to do is bring your feet hips width distance again. Lift your hips on up. If you have a block or a couple pillows, and gently place it wide here underneath your sacrum. Let your hips rest there. Shoulders relaxed, maybe up or by your sides, wherever it's comfortable. And just notice for a moment what it feels like to have your hips higher than your heart. Increase circulation, it gives the heart a break. Taking that to the next level, maybe if it feels right, go ahead and lift both legs up, draining out that old stagnant blood out of the legs, back into the torso. Maybe do some wrist rolls, ankle circles, one way and the other way. Point and flex. This also helps pump that old blood back to the torso. Helps with circulation. Pump, pump, left, right. Good, now flex the feet and wiggle just the toes. Now point the feet and wiggle just the toes. Have some fun with it. And then gently, carefully bring the feet back down. Noticing your supported bridge is still there, and melt into it. Letting your body just rest. About 5 breaths here. Now very gently engage your lower core. Bring your hands down and remove the block. Hips back down. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Balancing out the low back. Feel free to rock to the left, to the right. And find stillness, noticing that gentle compression on your abdominal cavity. Helps with digestion, helps move gas. You start to notice the effect more and more as you just settle here and rest. And breathe. Your breath is smooth. Your breath is constant. Go ahead and gently extend the legs long onto the floor into your Savasana. Final relaxation. Shoulders underneath the heart. Palms face up if you want to kind of open the heart. Palms face down on your belly if you kind of want to come inward. So it's up to you either way. Coming into stillness. Our intention here is to let the body fully absorb the benefits of your practice. Take this time. What we're going to do is imagine a mental comb, combing out each body part as I call it out. So let's go ahead and create that mental comb. And once you have it, bring it down to your toes. Both legs start to relax as you comb them out from your toes to your hips, relaxing gently, slowly. And you let the legs be relaxed, moving to the fingertips, combing out both arms gently, carefully with this comb, each muscle fiber relaxing into the floor. Now both the legs and the arms are completely relaxed into the floor. Move your comb down to the pelvic floor, the tailbone, the hips, your lower abdomen, all of your internal organs, your ribs, your mid-back, your chest. Letting the torso be completely rested into the floor, moving that comb up into the neck, combing your neck muscles. Combing out the space around your scalp where all the thoughts might seem to be. Comb it out. And now move to the physical scalp, relaxing the muscles of the forehead, the eyebrows, the space between your ears, your cheeks, your lips, your tongue rests to the bottom of your mouth. Now we let the whole body be completely relaxed into the floor, safe, secure. You might notice a disappearing of the body outline, a sense of floating. Now let yourself rest in this space for a few breaths. All right, go ahead and call upon a state of gratitude and humbleness in front of all that is at this moment, within you, within all of us, and recommitting yourself to your intention for your practice, feeling it in every cell of your body. Now gently rock your head from side to side, which just means look left, look right. Let the floor massage the back of your head for you. And gently wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, roll onto either side using your bicep as a pillow, curling into the fetal position, where we all came from. And when you're ready, push into the floor, sitting up into a comfortable sitting position. Sitting tall through your spine. Shoulders away from ears, noticing the tower of your spine from your tail to the top of your head. Feel the inhale rolling up the back of that tower, the exhale rolling down the front of that tower. About 3 breaths here. Then go ahead and bring your hands out to your side when you're done with that 3rd breath. Inhale, the hands up, biceps by the ears. Exhale, palms face down through center line. Push away at the midsection, palms away from you. Wrist roll around the knees by the hips. One more breath like that. Inhale up. Exhale, palms face down, center line of the body. Pushing out, wrist rolling around the knees. And gently bring the palms together into prayer, the space of your heart. Elbows just relaxed down, shoulders relaxed down, palms gently push into each other. And then your sternum, you're pushing your palms into your sternum and your sternum into your palms. So hold that energetic hold for a moment. You're still breathing. Gently release. Noticing if you can feel your heartbeat. That heartbeat that connects all of us. And keeps us here, keeps us alive. Gratitude for the heart. And gently bring the hands to the space between your eyebrows. Taking this moment for any thought, prayer, or meditation that you want to sit with. And gently bend forward, sealing your practice. Palms to the ground, forehead down. And thank you so much for practicing today. Happy 2021. So much love your way. Thank you.